Man, do I have some good news for you on Fridays. Guess what? We are going to have those Clemson football simulations for you in their entirety moving forward here on the show that shakes the Southland on Friday. So make sure you're here. They'll be streaming live if you're watching. If you're listening on the iHeartRadio app, thank you very much. Again, if you are a part of the pro on a regular basis, I appreciate you. But if you are not, go hit that subscribe button. We set a goal. Listen, I'm a crazy guy. I set a goal for 1,000 subscribers by game 6. All right. That was like, I'm digging in. Go for it, Swanee. Whatever you got to do. And we've crossed the 500 subscriber threshold, and we can continue to push forward with your help. So if you will, do us that honor. Head over to our YouTube page. It's actually scrolling, a little quick way to get there, tinyurl.com/Clemson Sports TV, or just go search for Clemson Sports Talk over there on our YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. Let me tell you where we are right now. 515 of you. Let's go. 600's in sight. I can feel it in my bones. I think we can close in on 600 before the end of the week, but we can't do it without you. All right. Speaking of doing things without you, we can't do several things without you, and one of which is continue to have a great program like this, because your participation is #required. And one of the new things we're also doing to expand the reach and bring more people into the show is we are putting out the phone line right after the game. Man, you can call it anytime. You can call it during the game if you want. Like if you just wanted to call during the 2-hour rain delay or the lightning delay on Saturday, you could do that. But you could also call afterwards, like Adam did, listen to the show in Rock Hill to give us his thoughts on this past weekend's matchup.
Hey, this is Adam from Rock Hill, South Carolina, calling in. Just finished watching the game. Very disappointed in the offense. Defense looks amazing. I personally think that the defense is going to carry us through the year, but if the offense doesn't pick it up, it's going to be bad news for the Tigers. Thanks for the call.
No, thank you, Adam, man. Thanks for chiming in and giving us your thoughts on it. And, I don't think a lot of people are going to disagree. The offense has been disappointing. The defense, as I said, it looks like a championship type defense. And we got a lot of messages to get to from people here today. So we'll try to do that as well. Here's one from Abby, who gave us a call as well after the game on Saturday.
Hello, Clemson Sports Talk. I just wanted to talk about tonight's game versus Georgia Tech. Let's all try to be very respectful. Let's leave all the hating online to the opposing team. Let's try to support our guys, support DJ. This is a lot of pressure. I mean, Trevor Lawrence with some very big shoes to fill, and very happy to see him doing pretty well so far as a rookie in the NFL. So let's just keep the positive vibes going versus this game. I know that these guys look lost out there, but let's put some more pressure on our coaches to maybe switch some things up and leave these young guys alone, all right? Because I've seen a lot of hate from Clemson fans, and let's just leave that to the opposing team. Signing off. Have a good one.
Great points, Abby. And I think Abby's right about this for sure. I mean, it's so easy. And I kind of said this. Like, I think a lot of this certainly has to do with DJ's performance on the field. And I think a lot of the rest of it has to do with the fact that he's got this Dr. Pepper deal, that he's got this Bojangles deal. And this was kind of my fear of what we were doing by allowing these players to make money off of their name, image, and likeness. When they're making 10 times what you're making at your job, and you know how hard you work, then what you expect is on game day, he better perform. And I think people are going to hold these guys to higher standards. I felt that since the beginning of it. And I also believe that the players probably, whether they would admit it or not, feel more pressure to be successful as well, especially a guy like DJ, because there's a lot more to be had financially if he is good. And that is a burden that you perhaps previously would not have felt nearly as much. I mean, it wasn't like you were going to get drafted at the end of your sophomore season. You might feel that pressure as a junior or a senior when you know the NFL awaits. And then the other thing that's really been bad for DJ, in my opinion, at least from the standpoint of when I tweeted out on Sunday the incredible touchdown throw that Trevor Lawrence had, is the fact that Clemson just isn't running vertical routes. That Clemson's not even giving DJ the chance to throw the football. Heck, even the question I posed about throwing a fly route, which I thought my man David Hood was making fun of, the reality was he wasn't. He's saying, look, somebody actually asked Tony if they're going to throw a fly pattern out of the end zone at the latter stages and just throw the ball out of bounds. And that was my thought. Trevor Matich said the same thing. Made a lot of sense. I mentioned that earlier. But I think the reason that David Hood said something about it was because Clemson hadn't thrown anything vertically at all. I mean, I don't know what the rules would be, but I'm pretty sure that given how high that DJ can throw the ball, he could probably snap the football and just throw it a yard, but as high as he could in the stands, and it'd be an incomplete pass. I mean, I have no idea if that's the case or not, but I can tell you this, it wouldn't be a safety or a potential touchdown for the opponent. But it's tough because so many people are coming after these guys now because of how they played. And again, I tweeted it out during the break. Go look back at that 2016 season for a minute. I mean, Tommy Bowden made a great point about it on this program on Friday, talking about the Troy game. But then you dig a little deeper. Look how close those games were. And again, that's not indicative that this team is going to be some national championship winning ball club because of what happened in 2016. But I do think it's a fair point for you to look at and go, well, you know what? Those games were tough. They were tight. It wasn't just blowoutville. It wasn't just obliterate everybody and on to the national championship. The Tigers had to fight for it. Bible Belt Beauties in the house says, stop looking at me, Swan. My man Kyle, the honey king of the upstate, he says, let me get that hat for some honey. Hey, man, you know what's up. Got to have the comb, though. Got to have the comb. Not the hair comb, the honeycomb, folks. That's what I'm all about. Let's see. Adam says, that's what's frustrating. We have a championship defense. Hopefully the offense gets going. Thanks for making me feel better. You're welcome, Adam. I'm here for your therapies every day from 4 until 6 o'clock. I'll carry you through. I mean, can you imagine, though, honestly? Could you imagine if, like, you were 0-3 or a team that hadn't had the success that Clemson's had? Like, I think that's part of the problem. It's like temperature, man. It's relative. If Clemson had been stinking it up the past few years, you'd be going, man, what a season. Fighting. Look at us win. We're grinding them out. Not now. You feel a lot different, don't you? Stay with us.
For 28